LA Rams assistant head coach Thomas Brown has received a second interview with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers for their offensive coordinator vacancy. He also has a second interview lined up with the Carolina Panthers for their offensive coordinator vacancy. This is per Tom Pelissero. The plan right now is that he is going to first interview with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, fly down to Tampa, then make his way up to the Carolinas to interview with the Panthers, who just got done hiring Frank Reich, former Indianapolis Colts head coach, as their new head coach. So Thomas Brown certainly has a lot of interest. It's understandable to see why. 36 years old, former running backs, tight ends, and assistant head coach over there with the LA Rams. He also has experience as a former offensive coordinator at the University of Miami and has other experience with other colleges as well with positional coaching. And Thomas Brown, I think, is certainly a rising coach. Tom Pelissero had also said that he is a rising coach and knows Sean McVay's offense in and out. And many people have been looking for the next Sean McVay as an OC, right? That has always been the question on a lot of teams' minds whenever they are looking for offensive play callers. Who's the guy that can be the next Sean McVay? Who is the next offensive mastermind? And I'm not going to say that Thomas Brown is going to be that guy. At the end of the day, we have no idea, but I certainly like Thomas Brown's credentials. He has experience as an offensive play caller with the University of Miami. He's only 36 years old. He is a former player. He definitely focuses on running backs and tight ends. That was the position groups that he coached with the LA Rams, and he was even an assistant head coach to Sean McVay, which is a very darn good coach in his own right as well. So I certainly like what Brown brings to the table in terms of his resume and his overall accolades. Former Super Bowl winner as well, by the way, last year with the Rams. And with Todd Bowles, with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, they are looking for a guy that wants to run the football more, especially with the uncertainty at the quarterback position, be it Kyle Trask, be it a veteran quarterback, whoever it may be. The Bucs certainly may want to try to run the football more. Certainly not as much as maybe a team like the Tennessee Titans, where they're giving the ball to Derrick Henry probably an unhealthy amount of times, but certainly having more of a balanced attack. And I think that Thomas Brown is a guy that could get that job done if he is hired to the Buccaneers OC position. Again, I just think that this guy has a lot of good credentials. He's got good young age. He has previous experience as an OC already at the collegiate level for the University of Miami, and he just checks a lot of boxes for me. And I know that he's a late addition, and I know people may scoff at that he got his first interview just a few days ago, and now he's getting a second interview, and man, the Buccaneers might just be hiring this guy because they can't bring in an offensive coordinator, and oh, this is terrible. But I would say that isn't the case necessarily, possibly, in the case of Thomas Brown. I was going to make a whole separate video talking about if the Buccaneers are having trouble bringing in an offensive coordinator, and I may still do that, but I think in the case of Brown, it's different here. I think the Bucs do have legitimate interest. It is understandable if they do have legitimate interest, and I've liked some of the candidates that they have interviewed recently. Thomas Brown, Dave Canales, Dan Pitcher obviously was a top candidate of mine before he dropped out of the running. They have been interviewing some very strong candidates lately that I've been very impressed with in terms of their resumes and whatnot, and the work that they have been able to do recently on their teams, Thomas Brown being no exception to that. Again, young guy, think he could be a good OC. We'll just have to wait and see what the Tampa Bay Buccaneers decide regarding this vacancy. What do you guys think about Thomas Brown getting his second interview with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. I would love to hear them. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. And as always, folks, I will see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.